Well, we are learning new information about the gunman in Wednesday's horrific school shooting in Florida that left 17 people dead. Let's bring in CNN's Rosa Flores, who's in Parkland, Florida. She joins us now. And Rosa, the shooter will almost certainly face the death penalty, but his lawyer is pushing towards a plea deal to avoid that fate. You've got some more information about the case. What have you found out?
Well, you know, his attorney is being hopeful, but the reality is that it's too early in this investigation for him to even talk about a potential plea deal. Here in Florida, the official charges have not even been filed. There has been no arraignment. So even though his attorney issued this statement saying that the suspect is willing to plead guilty so that the death penalty is off the table, we spoke to the state attorney's office, and here's what the state attorney's office said. They said, quote, "This certainly is the type of case the death penalty was designed for. This was a highly calculated and premeditated murder of 17 people and the attempted murder of everyone in that school. Our office will announce our formal position at the appropriate time." So, Linda, again, it is way too early for the suspect's attorney to try to make a plea deal because those conversations have not even started.
Exactly, and we are only
Linda.
just learning, Rosa, about who this gunman was and what he was like before this massacre took place through a lot of online posts, a lot of online rants, racist rants, but also an obsession, it seems, with guns and violence. What have you found out there?
Well, we have new CNN exclusive reporting by one of our colleagues, Paul Murphy. He was able to enter into this world where this suspect spoke about violence and about racism, and there is no other way to describe this, Linda, other than utterly disturbing, because the conversations were about hating blacks simply because they were black, hating Jews because he thought that they would destroy the world. About gays, he would say things like he would want to shoot them. And he also said, quote, "I think I'm going to kill people." Here's another quote: "My real mom was a Jew. I'm glad I never met her." Now, in these chats, there are also photographs that are exchanged of him with body armor and conversations about how he obtained that body armor. He said something along the lines of, "I got paid today, $330. I'm going to go online and purchase body armor. Oh, by the way, I got a $30 discount and free shipping on this body armor." Then the other individual in this conversation says, "Oh, about that AR-15 style rifle that you purchased. By the way, if you buy this accessory, you can make it an automatic weapon." Now, I should be clear, based on our law enforcement sources and what they're telling us, the gun that he used in this case was not an automatic weapon, so he did not use that accessory. But Linda, again, this is just a window into the disturbed world that this individual functioned in and the conversations that he was having with people. And we've reported on this, how the FBI received a tip on January 5th. That tip fell through the cracks. Nobody investigated it. But we do know that a person that knew him, that was close to him, was the one that reported that. So it's very curious to me who that individual was. We don't know. But based on this conversation that we're seeing online on Instagram, it really gives us an idea of his mentality, what he was thinking about and what he was talking about with his friends.
Yeah, it certainly
Linda?
does. As you say, Rosa, utterly disturbing. Thanks so much for joining us. Well, as we speak about the shooter, we have to remember the victims. Many of them teenage kids, 17 in total, were killed on that Wednesday. Now, there have been 2 funerals so far. 18-year-old Meadow Pollock was laid to rest on Friday. Now, she was said to attend Lynn University in fall. A university spokeswoman said she was a lovely young woman who was full of energy. And the funeral for 14-year-old Alyssa Al-Hafdef was also held on Friday. You might recall Alyssa's mother. She described her daughter as beautiful, as smart, as talented and amazing. And she pleaded with the president to do more about gun reform. Well, we know that there are more funerals to take place on Sunday.